Good morning. Excuse me. This is Scott and Shot coming live from Gridley, California, and I'm taking some shot of some Jose Cuervo tequila. This is Scott and Shot. All right. Well, I'm watching the news every day. Haven't been on here in a while. So how you guys all doing? I'm doing great. You know, it's killing me that the Democrats for how many years now we've been hearing about insurrection. It flows off their tongue like the word fucking transgendered, excuse my language, like it's so natural for them. You know, the only ones I see doing insurrection in this country, and it's all over the whole country right now, the Democratic Party. You know, people, I do believe in free speech, but what we're seeing, I live in California, what I'm seeing in Los Angeles, Chicago, what they're going to try to do in New York with that Mamdani, that fucking communist, I mean, it's crazy. But what you're seeing on these attacks with these ICE agents is insurrection. These are not protests. They're attacking ICE agents. And then they want them to unmask. The party of masks wants them to unmask. They don't care if a bunch of masked people are rioting in the streets of LA or burning down cities or the Summer of Love and causing hundreds of millions of dollars of damage, messing up our society. But to them, that's normal shit. That's cool. That's cool for them. But when you're attacking ICE agents, that is not a protest. That is not a legal protest. That is an attack on our officers. I mean, and you're seeing these attacks. I mean, there's a lot of people involved. These are coordinated attacks on our federal agents and law enforcement. That is insurrection. You don't have to go into a government building in Washington, D.C. in order for it to be called insurrection. The Democratic Party, with all the Democratic senators and congressmen, every day go on TV and they talk treasonous talk. The talk that comes out of their mouth is spewing violence towards their president, our president. No matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, Donald Trump became the president of the United States in a landslide. He won every swing state and the popular vote. That's a landslide. So the majority of the people in this country voted for the policies he wants to enact. And what did the Democrats do? The Democrats, they start telling people to kill. They're telling them to kill ICE agents. That is what they're doing behind the scenes. They're telling them to take guns. They're telling them to spew blood. This is insurrection, people. And I don't see how any sitting senator or congressman in the federal government can get on TV and spew that kind of hate towards their sitting president, whether they voted for him or not. They're an American citizen. How are they not in prison? How is Donald Trump, I love you, bro, but how are you allowing them? Why aren't you just, we'll deal with the Supreme Court later because they're compromised. Let's arrest these senators and congressmen, because if you don't, this is going to happen for the next 3.5 years, and there could be a revolution in this country, because I know I'm getting tired of this kind of stuff. And so are all the law-abiding citizens of this country. We are getting tired of this lawlessness that the Democratic Party is doing and talking about every day. I mean, every day. Every day they go on TV and they got nothing good to say about this country. Nothing good about it. And all the bad parts about it, they created. The Democratic Party created all these problems on purpose. You know, how do you start an insurrection? Let me tell you how you do it. They've been doing this for many years now because they want ultimate power. How do you start an insurrection? I'm going to tell you how you start it. You go pander to all the fags and the homos and all the transgenders and tell them that, oh, you have the right to be that. You have the right to change your sex. They tell them that you have the right to talk to people's kids about it. You have the right to boys can go into girls' sports. You have the right to sneak into our country illegally, and we're going to defend you, even though it's against the law. We're going to defend you and try to keep you from getting deported out of here through any means possible, even violence. Now, you tell me how that's not insurrection. This ain't happening in one town. This is happening all over the country. That is insurrection. And Donald Trump, you need to deploy the National Guard in all 50 states. All 50 states until we quash all this. It needs to be squashed, and they need to be beat down. These people need to be put in jail because they are inciting violence, inciting hatred against us, half this country or more, and our allies. These people are retarded. Think about it, people. You got so many Mexicans in this country now, and I had most of my friends growing up were Mexican. You got so many illegal Mexicans in this country that they actually think that they belong here. They think that they're American citizens. And they think that we don't have the right to boot them out of here. How is that possible? Somebody tell me how that's possible that these people think that. Well, I'll tell you why. The Democratic Party is telling them that. It's like these homosexuals thinking they're trans. There's no such thing as transgender. It's called trans confused. These people are sexually confused, and I don't even want them running the streets, honestly. You see these guys on TV, I can't get a job. I mean, it's going to hurt my body. As this guy's got 18 fucking piercings on his face. I mean, no wonder he can't get a job. Well, then you look at the poor sucker, and he's a flat out homosexual. I mean, you can tell. I mean, he's just a confused person. That's what's going on, people. Our government on the Democratic side is sitting there pandering to confused people that they know are dangerous. That's how you change this country the way they want to change it. That's how you have true insurrection. There is insurrection going on right now in this country, and it's being all spawned by the Democratic Party. You watch it on TV. Listen to the shit they say. How could a senator go on TV and call Donald Trump Hitler? Every time there's a Democratic president in office, and they have the Senate and the Congress, they never do nothing about illegal immigration. It's just a talking point for them and a way to rile up people to create insurrection. This is all happening on purpose, people. It's not an accident. If you honestly think this is an accident, then you are retarded. These people want to tank our country. They want to be communists. Man, look at Russia. You want to live in Russia? You want to live in fucking the UK where you got to sit there and wait 3 months to go to the doctor? I mean, that's what these people want? It doesn't work, people. They don't want no more people. The poor people, the disenfranchised, the homos, the fags, the whatever you want to call them, the illegals, all these weird people are just waiting for the marching orders to do what they've been doing. Like those 12 people that tried to attack ICE agents over there in Texas. Tried to shot the guy in the neck. I mean, they're wearing militant, military grade fucking vests, clips, automatic weapons. I mean, this is an invasion from our own. It's an invasion of Mexicans and illegals, and it's an invasion of the Democratic Party. Make no mistake about it, people. The Democratic Party is involved in this. I don't know why. I don't know how they can't how our government can't figure it out and try to squash it and figure out exactly which senators and congressmen are inciting this. I know which ones are doing it because they're on TV. It's like Karen Bass. I live in California. That Karen Bass is the dumbest dumb bitch I've ever seen in my life. She goes on TV and sits there saying that they don't know if they're being kidnapped. Well, they're an illegal alien. I guarantee you, if they're an illegal alien and somebody shows up with masks on wearing a shirt that says, and a vest that says police on it, that they're getting deported. That is why they're there. That is the law. That's the law, Karen Bass. Don't you know the law? How can you be a mayor of Los Angeles and not know the law? How can you be a mayor of Chicago and not know the laws on the books? You don't have to like them, but those are the laws. The Democrats are so whacked out anymore. They don't understand that everything that Donald Trump is doing is legal. It's legal. The laws are on the books. And every time you Democrats get in office, you do nothing about those laws on the books. You never try to change them legally through Congress and the Senate, through a bill. All you do is, like Joe Biden, he's going to be a transformational president. What did Joe Biden do since he got in office? He ruined this country. What did he do? The only thing he did was, everything that he done was illegal. I mean, and the Green New Deal, shut up. There's no way that's ever going to help this country. I mean, it's all a scam. Buttigieg got nothing done with our airlines. He got nothing done with the trains. I mean, what was he in charge of? Pete Buttigieg was in charge of the transportation department. What did he get done? He built 2 charging stations in 4 years. 2 in 4 years. Donald Trump just had the Newark airport redone in 3 months. redone, all new wire. Everything's done in 3 months. They said it would take forever. So everything the Democrats do, people, is corrupt. You know, they've always been different, a little bit out there, but ever since you know why they don't like Donald Trump, people, is because he actually says and does what he means. The Democrats were never used to that before. They were used to people like Bush and everybody getting in there, and and Reagan could have done more, but he didn't have the balls that Trump has. Everybody's trying to get reelected, and so nobody wants to do what needs to be done. Donald Trump's a billionaire, big time. He doesn't need to be reelected. The only reason he wanted to be reelected was to straighten out this country, because we don't like seeing fags talking to our kids, especially when it's a school teacher. You know, people, this immigration thing is the biggest thing that's messing this country up, but I'm going to tell you how. It's not just illegal immigration. It's legal immigration, allowing people to come over here from countries that their people aren't raised like us. They're not like us, and most of them could never be like us. That's why we have all these protesters at these colleges that hate Israel. How did they even get over here? They're legal, most of them, but how do we allow that? We should never allow, as a country, people to come in from countries that their ideology is so different than ours, and they're so radical that they're never truly going to be an American. Some will, most won't. If they were, then you wouldn't see tens of thousands of Muslims and ignorant white homosexuals and transgenders and Democrats protesting every little thing that happens at these colleges. I mean, give me a break. I mean, people, we need to wake up. You Democrats, you'll never wake up. I truly believe that, people. These Democrats are going to have to be arrested, even the ones in Congress and the Senate, and it has to be in a major number in order to change the direction this country's going in. Because the Democrats are going so far to the left, and they're not stopping. They're inciting violence every day they get on TV. Every one of them, Schumer, Jeffries, Mamdani, he's not even in government yet, but he's not even federal. But I'm just saying, all of them are spewing hatred towards our president and all the Republicans that represent this country. I thought we were all Americans, people. You have an election, you win, you lose, and you move on. But the Democrats won't let that happen no more. They're never going to let it happen until we arrest them. They need to be arrested for their inciting of violence and insurrection on TV every day. It's all on TV. It's all, you take them to court. Pop up the shit that they say on TV. Jasmine, you're a retard, Crockett. Go crawl back to the ghetto where you came from. I mean, she's not a lawyer. She's a DEI lawyer. They passed her through because because she's black. And I'm not putting down black people. Black people, a normal black person don't like her. I'll say the same thing about all the stupid white people I hear talking on TV. About all their, I mean, especially the Democratic side. All these little fags and homos. You know what? I am not a racist, people. I'll call you out if you're black. I'll call you out if you're white. I'll call you out if you're Mexican or Asian. If you are a dumb person, I'm going to tell you you're stupid. I mean, and there's plenty enough stupid people in every race to go around. I mean, so all I'm saying is the Democratic Party right now is they should be all arrested. Everyone that's won on TV and called Donald Trump a Hitler and he's an insurrection. I mean, they're doing everything in their power to take this country through insurrection. They can't do it the right way. They couldn't win the election. The last election they had to cheat on. I mean, and they tried to cheat on the one before that. The Russia hoax, Joe Biden's cognitive decline, 51 intel agents. I mean, these people are straight up liars, man. I've never seen any government that has a party like the Democratic Party, except for in Venezuela, Iran. These are commies. The Democratic Party is the party of communism, the party of lies, the party of insurrection, the party of little fucking faggot crybabies. I mean, I'm so tired of them throwing this homosexuality down our throat. I've never spoke this way in my life until I started this podcast. I live and let live. But these homosexuals don't want that no more. They want to teach our kids They want to teach our kids how to be homos. They want to teach our kids how to be a transgender, which they can't ever be. They want to teach our kids how to hate Israel, how to hate our allies, how to hate our president, and how not to know math, English, arithmetic, science. I mean, they're not teaching nothing in school. They even want to ruin homeschooling because they want their little fucking things in your children one way or another. I mean, that is what they want. How do you change a country, people, that's been so famous, so fucking good for the world? You do it through re-educating our children like they're trying to do. Re-educating them to believe in everything our country is meant not to believe in. Christianity, borders, allies, law and order. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Donald Trump, I know you're not watching my podcast, but if anybody can show them this, all these Democrats, as far as I'm concerned, have talked so much hate on TV in a manner that's violent that I think they should be arrested. And I don't see how any normal person would think that. I mean, only a homosexual, transgender, illegal alien loving Democrat would think otherwise. I mean, because that's just the truth. And you don't have to like it. You don't have to like the truth, people. But if you can't admit what the truth is, then you got a problem. Just like these homosexuals, man. I mean, these illegals over here thinking that they're legal when they're illegal. I want them all out of here, people. I'm one of those people that wants every illegal alien out of my country. Every other country, they search all night, all day to get out illegal aliens in their country. Except the Democratic Party. Let them all in. But they don't care about you. They just want your vote. And if the Democrats ever did get full power, the first thing they're going to do is oust out all these illegals, man, because they don't really care about you. They're going to tell the homos to calm down and chill out. It's just a game. They don't care about nobody. If they don't care about their own country, they don't care about any individual person either, or their family, or their kids. These people want a perverted America. The United States of the perverted Americas. I mean, give me a break, people. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. And if you're a Republican, you need to get some self-protection, because these Democrats are on the warpath. Insurrection is happening before our eyes every day, promoted by the Democratic Party. And the only way you're going to stay safe is by make sure that you're armed up and make sure that if anybody comes to mess with you, you got protection. Because you see, they're shooting ICE agents out. They're trying to kill ICE agents out in the street. That means you don't mean nothing to them. So you better be prepared, because I see a revolution coming in this country. And until somebody starts arresting these senators and congressmen that get on TV and with their hateful rhetoric, they're telling these groups of people what to do, like Antifa. Antifa is the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is Antifa. Antifa is the Democratic Party. Plain and simple. And Donald Trump, don't disappoint me, man. I want to see these people go to jail. I'm tired of seeing such a two-tier justice system. I mean, what these Democrats are doing on TV, as far as I'm concerned, is inciting insurrection and violence. How are they not in jail? How are they not in jail? I mean, I don't get it. Where is the word treason just a word anymore? Does it matter? When are people going to be actually prosecuted for treason? Man, why is that word even in the dictionary if nobody uses it, if you can't use it, if it doesn't pertain to anything? Except it's just a word that means nothing if you don't prosecute people for doing it. You know what I'm saying? All right, this has gotten a shot. You guys have a great day. You know, people, it's not the end of the world, but it's getting close, I think. I don't know, man. I mean, it is for this country. The Democratic Party really wants us to fail. I mean, they think this whole world's all in on illegal immigration and fucking homosexuality and boys and girls sports. They're not. They're just appeasing the Democratic Party, because when they're in power, they'll stop their giving them money. They'll stop helping them out. Just like Donald Trump changed that all around. Now you're going to do this the right way, or you can't do business over here. It's all the same, people. But Donald Trump just wants fairness in trade. The Democrats do it because they want their countries as weirded out as ours. They want them to ruin their countries also. It's hard to believe that there's a faction in this world of people that really just hate the world. You know, but I get why you hate the world when I see 20 piercings in your face. You got tattoos all over your face. That means you don't want to work. That's your way of telling the whole world to fuck off. It's not even tattoos used to mean something, and they still do. And when somebody puts it all over their face, puts 15 piercings in their face, around their eyes, their nose, their mouth, their lips, I mean, that's them saying that fuck us. Because really, how are you ever going to get a job? How are you ever going to be a productive member of society when you tat your face up, become a fag, talk to our kids behind their back, and then put a bunch of piercings in your face? Give me a break. These people are disgusting. They disgust me. I can't even watch a Democrat talk on TV anymore. They disgust me. Kumbaya, singing like little fucking homos. I mean, give me a break. Like that ever solved any problems. All right, this got a shot. That's just my opinion.